Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. We are going to be making our cards from our Love Stampers card club. The stamp set that we are going to be using is the ice cream bundle. So this is the really beautiful stamp set, and when you buy the bundle you get the stamp set and you get the punch. And it's $35. That's actually a great deal for 2 items. That's awesome. The class had sold out, so I do actually have, I made this morning, I made 2 extra sets. So if anyone is interested at the end of this, please let me know if you're interested and I can get that out for you. But these are the beautiful cards that you received in your kit to make. You received all of the supplies. You received a full spool of ribbon, and you also received these really pretty ice cream sprinkles, and we're going to be using these on our cards as well. So I don't know about you, but when I open this, be careful opening yours because I had sprinkles like everywhere on my desk. When I was getting ready for bed, I found some down my shirt. Oh yeah, it was great. So be careful when you open these. Open them slowly. So yeah, so in your kit you get the supplies to make a total of 8 cards. You got the full sprinkles, you got the full spool of ribbon, and all of the supplies minus the stamps and the inks. So let's get started with our first card. Hello, Donna. I see you have logged on. Thank you so much for joining me. And then just so everyone knows, next month I will not be doing this live on my business page. Everyone that participates in being a loved stamper in the monthly card club will get their own private group, their own exclusive group. So that is where you will find your videos. So that is going to be one of the perks of being a member, in addition to all the extra fun stuff that you get in your kits. All right, so we are taking our beautiful paper, our cardstock, and we're just folding this in half. Then you will take your piece of designer series paper, and you could use either side really, but I really liked this side. So we will just adhere that to our card. And I will apologize in advance. The UPS guy and FedEx guy should be here today, so I'm sure you will be hearing my dog barking up a storm. All right, so we're just putting that on our card. Then you also had a piece of this purple posy. Now this color is no longer available, but there is an equivalent in the new colors, Fresh Freesia. So it's just a tad darker, but the paper, I mean, this is really beautiful. So you could use that as well. So we will take this and we will put this on our card, and we're just going to use our stamp and seal. And we're just going to randomly place it on an angle like this. Just like that. Then you have your designer series paper. This is that ice cream paper, really cute. And we're going to add this to our card as well. And we're going to put this on an angle also. All right, then you will take some of your Berry Bliss ribbon, and we're just going to lay it across, just like that. And I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus because it'll adhere to the ribbon a little better. And I'm just going to do a little pass over the top here. Come on. Just straight across. And when you use the Stampin' Seal Plus, you want to press a little harder. If you don't, it will rip your paper. So we will just lay this across the center, and then we will take our snips and just trim the edges off. There we go. And then we will take our scrap piece of basic white that you have in your kit, and we are going to stamp. So we are going to use, and you could use any sentiment out of here, but I used the happy birthday. So we'll pull that out. And again, I like the bigger clear stamps like this, I like to lay them out so that they lay flat. And then we are also going to use Hope It's Sweet. So let's see here, where is that one? I know I have it here somewhere. Here we go. I'll grab that. There we go. So I'm going to take my Coastal Cabana, and again, you could use any color combination you would like. I'll just juice that up. And stamp. There we go. I'll clean that off because I'm sure we will use that later. And then I will take some of our Blackberry Bliss, and we'll stamp the other part of the sentiment. Hope It's Sweet. And we'll just put that right in here. Just tuck that in. There we go. And again, I like to use the pad because I feel that you get a much clearer image when you're stamping with these photopolymer sets. All right. So then we will just trim this out. We will get our paper trimmer. So I hope everyone is having just beautiful weather. It's finally warm enough where I can, after this, going to plant some flowers. Supposedly the threat of frost is gone, but we'll see. I just can't wait anymore. I just want to get my hands dirty. Maybe some dirt and not some ink. All right, so then we will take our dimensionals and we will add that to our card. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Oh, Florida. Oh my goodness, you have got to have some warm weather. And I see Sandy, and she is back in Wisconsin. So we are going to have to set some time up together and do some card making. All right, so let's just add this to our card. I'll just put that right in the center, just like that. And in your kit, you also received a piece of white, basic white cardstock. And because this is a darker cardstock, we want to be able to write on it and be able to see it. So we are just going to put that in the center. So seeing as we're doing ice cream cards, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Well, I can tell you my least favorite is anything with chocolate and mint. So I love chocolate ice cream, don't get me wrong, but when you combine chocolate and mint, I don't know, that is just something that I do not care for. Right, so here is our first card that we made. So I hope you enjoyed that. then we will make our next card. So you are going to take out the packet that has the crumb cake as the base. So you have all these different pieces in here. All right, so you will take your crumb cake and just fold it in half. All right, so our card will open just like this. We want to make sure we have this the right direction. So now we will take our purple posy and we will add that to our card. All right, so I think my favorite ice cream is Peanut Butter Party. I forget who makes it, but it comes in a tub. I don't know if it's Blue Bunny or whoever, but oh my goodness, it is just so good. All right, so in your kit, you also have a piece of embossed basic white, and I believe this is our painted textile. I think that's what it's called. It's a 3D emboss, and we will add this to our card as well. And there is no right or wrong side to it. It's whichever side you like best. And we'll just lay that right in the center. All right, and then we have our designer series paper, and we'll add that on as well. Come on, there we go. And we'll just put this right on the side. All right, so then you have your little, it's a little label, it's a die cut, and we're going to add this on as well. And we're going to put this kind of like right in this, off to the center, off of center. Okay, now we will, well, I stamped this out ahead of time. It's You Melt My Heart. This is just a circle die, so you can stamp your sentiment on there, and then we will attach that with a dimensional. You can use as many dimensionals as you like. I just like to keep it simple and just use one. All right, now we are going to make our little cone, our ice cream cone. So in your kit, you have a piece of basic white scrap, and we are going to stamp our little ice cream. All right, so we will need this little guy. We will need our cone. And where's my block? And then we will need our little outline of the cone. This is such a cute set. All right. So I'm going to use, we'll do our cone first. So I have crumb cake. And we will stamp our little cone. And we'll just put that right at the bottom here. You can put it anywhere on the paper because it's going to get punched out. All right, we'll clean that off because we only need the one for right now. And then we will take, oh, actually, you know what? I did that wrong. I'm so sorry. We are going to stamp off first to make it lighter. So just grab a sheet of scratch paper. So you want to stamp off, get some of that ink off. And then we want the lighter image. Then we'll take the little parts that make like the cone, and you're going to keep that darker. And just line that up in there. There you go. So So if you already stamped it, you can always just flip it over or grab a darker color than the crumb cake. All right. So now we will just punch that out. And let's see here. And if by chance you are cutting your paper so you can maneuver it in your punch and you cut it too small, and I probably cut it the wrong way, you can always use like a sticky note to kind of guide it through. All right, so we will just line that up and punch. There we go. Now we will stamp out our little ice creams, and you can use any color you would like. I'm going to use Highland Heather, and I will use Coastal Cabana. All right, and a neat trick, and I know I've mentioned it before, on the back you have stickers. So I peel off the bottom sticker and I put it on the inside. I mean, you can kind of tell one is purple, one is this bluish green, but sometimes the pads look so similar in color that you want to make sure you know exactly what color it is. All right, so we're going to take a little ice cream. We'll juice that up, and we want a lighter image, so we are going to stamp off. So I'll just stamp off on scrap paper and put our image there. And then, I should have had my mat. So let's try that again. Stamp off. There we go. See, you get a little darker, nicer image. Clean that. Now we will do the Highland Heather. Stamp off. And there we go. So we want just a light image. We don't need anything super dark. All right, close these up, and then we will punch these out. All right, so get your punch. And we'll just line that up. There we go, and our next one. And again, you could use any colors you would like for your ice cream. Everybody always has a different favorite. Ooh, chocolate peanut butter from Sandy. Ooh. All right, so look at those yummy flavors. How nice. Now I'm not going to want lunch. I'm just going to want to hit the freezer for some ice cream. All right, so here is our little cone, and we will just grab some dimensionals and put that on. Right on the back. And we're just going to put this over on our little label here. Just like that. And then we will grab a dimensional for our ice cream cone. And we'll put the dimensional in like the middle to the lower portion. And you'll see why, because we don't want it to go too far down. But when we're layering on the other ice cream cone, we want to make sure it slides in okay. So you don't want it to get stuck. So this one we're going to put towards the top. Just layer that just like that. Now for the fun part. So I was trying to think of good ways to glue these little guys on. So I had come up with taking my pick tool and just kind of dabbing in here, and we'll take one and make sure it's on there. Then I have my liquid glue, and I put a pin in here so that you don't have to worry about it like drying out. That seems to help me. So over our scratch paper, we'll just get this going, and then I'm just going to put, if you can see, just the tiniest of little dot, because we're going to sprinkle our ice cream. To me, that just seems to work out the best. So here we have 2 stuck on here, so we'll try and do 2. I haven't done 2 yet. There we go. So we will put one there. Come on, get off. There we go. There's the yellow. And you could try and do it with your fingers. If it will work for you, great. All right, okay, too many on there. We'll take a couple off. We'll do another yellow. Put that right down there. So I'd love to know how you all put your stuff on your cards. How are you putting these on? Because this was the easiest way I could think of. So we'll do a little green one. Oh, that one's getting the best of me. There, and then I got a purple. And that didn't work well. All right, so we'll put this guy here. And the glue does dry clear. Wipe that glue off. And we'll put one right here. There we go. So now we have our little sprinkles. Now it needs a cherry on top. So in your kit you do have a scrap piece of red. I do have a 1/2 inch punch. I know they do not sell these anymore, but if you have one, use it. Otherwise you could cut out a little round circle, or you could even use like a little heart I've seen. So there's always all different ways. And I want to pop this up. I think a regular size dimensional will be too big. So I'm just cut up some of these little pieces. Oh, see, that's still a little too big. I will grab a mini. You want to pop that up. And then we'll put it just right at the top. And we need our bow. So you're going to take your ribbon, a spool of ribbon that you got, and we're just going to make a quick, sweet little bow. Ooh, ice cream shortcake. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's see here. Sandy says she's using, or she's used liquid glue to dot my paper. Oh, okay. So you dot the paper and then put the gem on. That's clever. I like that idea. That's awesome. Yeah, these little things are tricky to get on, aren't they? All right, so we're just gonna trim up our bow. And we will put this on with our mini glue dots. And I'm going to grab 2. I just want it to lay nice and flat. All right, and then we will just put that. You can put it anywhere you'd like on your card. I'm just putting it right here towards the base. All right, so here is our second card. So I hope you like that. And you could also put a different color paper in here if you'd like to This would be pretty in there if you wanted to use that. All right, so we have our second card made. And our next one we're going to make is this one. Now, it looks very simple. It is a little tricky because they have the popsicles in 2 stamps. I'm not quite sure why, but they put it in 2. So put my pin back in my glue. There we go. And, okay, so pull out your paper. You have your Coastal Cabana. You're going to take this and just fold this in half. Now you'll see when I made this card, I was still waiting to get my sprinkles for my order, so I just used these Artistry Bloom sequins. So you could use that as well. We're going to try and do it with the sprinkles again, because that was fun. All right, so now we will take, you have 2 pieces of, I don't know why I have 2, but you're going to take a piece of the white, and we are going to stamp our little popsicles. Okay, so in your stamp set, you have the top, and you have the bottom. So we will stamp the bottoms first. All right, and we are going to use, let's see, what color should we use? We will use some Mango Melody. And then we will use Coastal Cabana. We could use some Gorgeous Grape. And we'll use Melon Mambo. All right, so we will start with the yellow first. I'm turning mine to the side. I'm going to be stamping them this way. I can just see better. So we'll juice up the yellow. Okay, that's good. And we'll put that one right about here. I know why I have 2 of the white papers. In case I mess up. I have another one. All right, so I just clean that off. Now I'm going to go in with the Coastal Cabana. Just like that. Clean that off. And then we'll use the grape, the Gorgeous Grape. And then we have our pink here. Okay, well, so I kind of messed up on the spacing, but you get the general idea. So clean that off, and now we'll go in with the tops. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just do this all in one stamp. But, all right, so we'll juice this up, and we'll put this one right about there. There we go. And our grape. And our pink. Okay, well, I don't like that white spot in the center, so grab my blender pen. Just kind of see if that will go over it. So I guess what I could have done, that's not working. Let's try another sheet. We'll just see if I can make them closer. Let's see if that works. All right, so we'll go through it again. I'll just go a little quicker here. That's what's nice about paper crafting. You don't really have to be too worried if you make a mistake. Just grab another sheet of paper or flip it over. All right, I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go closer and make that space a little smaller. So we'll do that. There we go. That looks a little better. This is such a cute stamp set. So fun. You could make party invitations, maybe a birthday card, some kind of summer party. Okay, well, that's a little better. All right, so now we will take the stem. So we want to put our little stick on here. So let's see, we have an outline and then we have a solid. I want the solid. And here it is. And we'll use our crumb cake. And we'll just juice that up. Put our little sticks on. There we go. Perfect. All right. Excuse me. So now we will take this and we will trim the top a little bit. Let's make it a little shorter. Oh, I just got that in my ink, didn't I? And again, good night. I close them right away normally. All right, so we will just trim off the top a little bit. There we go. And we'll add this to our card. And we will just shoot on some dimensionals. Just like that. All right. So if anyone is interested in making these cards, just shoot me a message and I can get a set out for you along with the ribbon and the little sprinkles. All right, so now we will grab our smaller piece and we will stamp our happy birthday on here. And I will put it in, what color? I think we'll do grape. I think this was grape. All right. And then we are going to turn this into a banner. So we will just take our scissors. And now they do have a banner punch that you could use. I'm just going to use scissors. So what I like to do is cut right down the center. Just a little nip, just so I have a little mark to go to. There's that side. Do the next side. There we go. shorter. Yeah, if you have the punch, you could use that. All right. I'll take these little scraps, throw them out, and we will grab our dimensionals again and attach this to our card. All right, now I'm going to close these before I get more covered in ink. And you will want to grab your ribbon and tie a bow, because we're going to add that bow on here. So you can be doing that. This ribbon is just so pretty. Sandy, I did try putting them together, and because they have like a little lip on the edge, it's really hard to get them to line up. So when you try and put them together, this is how they would be. So I did try that, but that's a great suggestion. See, because then you would end up with still that same gap in the middle. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did it on two. There has to be a reason. I just do not know what it is. All right, we're going to make our bow. There we go. And get our little glue dots. Oh, almost out on this roll. Again, I'm going to grab two because it's a little thicker ribbon. One on that side of the bow and one on this side. And then we'll just push it right down there like that. There we go. And you can just play around with it and line it up how you'd like. And then what you can do is take more of the little dots. I'm going to try Sandy's suggestion, and we will just dab the glue on the paper. So there's one. I'll try one here and one right here. Let's try that. So put one. Oh, that works. All right, we got one here. That was a great idea. Thank you for that. Awesome. And then you could always sprinkle more on if you'd like. That was a great idea. Thank you. All right. So, on to our last card. And this is the card that we are going to make. So grab your last packet. All right, so then you're going to take this beautiful green, and we will just fold this in half. All right, then we will just layer the next layer down. So I will be back here live tomorrow night at 7. So if you would like to join me, I'm going to be making some really pretty cards with some of the new product that we have. Come on. And then don't forget the summer retreat. The deadline is getting closer, so you don't want to miss out on that. There are limited kits available. So you'll want to do that. There are 4 different price points to fit anyone's budget. And Sasha and I are really having fun planning this. Gosh, there's door prizes, prize patrol, extra goodies. So you are going to love that retreat. You are going to be so pampered. So I had gone ahead and I had punched out of this beautiful paper. There's paper that looks just like this, but in the pinks and purples. So I cut some of that out, and there is also a paper that has this checking, this cone stuff. So, and we will just layer this on, but we will stamp our sentiment on here first. And it says, treat yourself. So let's see, that is not it. Where is that stamp? Here we go. All right, no, that is You Melt My Heart. Goodness, I know I have it. Treat yourself, there it is. There we go. Probably would have helped if I put them all away as I was using them. All right, so we are going to use Coastal Cabana. I'll just juice that up, and we're going to stamp our sentiment on the lower right portion of the tag that you have in your kit. Stamp that right there, and again, I should have used my black mat. All right, so now we will attach this to our card with dimensionals. So get your dimensionals out. And we'll put this right on. And we'll put this just off to the side a little bit. There we go. Now we will assemble our little ice cream cone. And we will be using dimensionals. So I'm at the end of my sheet here, so we'll just use up these little bits. There we go. I'll use the little bigger one for the cone. Come on. And we'll put that right about here. And we'll dimensionals on the backs of these. There's another little piece here. Oh, I want the blue. Oh, that's cute. That would be some really interesting ice cream, huh? All right, so I have a blue, a purple, and a pink. Okay, that right there. And you don't want to line your ice cream with the dimensionals, because then it will make it a little difficult to stack. So this one I'm going to move more towards the top. I can slide that in a little better. There we go. All right, we're going to go with your idea here. So, oops, a little too much glue, but that's okay. All right, so we'll get some of these on here. That was a very good idea. All right, and one more. I think we'll use a blue. Perfect. All right, so here is our last card. So I hope you enjoyed this. So let's pull out all the cards that we assembled. So there is still time to get in on the next card club. So be sure to sign up for that. So we have that. Yeah, the next card club is Seashells. Really pretty, pretty seashells. Let's put this down. So here are the beautiful cards. If you'd like to get a set of these, please message me and I can get you the information for that. In your kit, you will make all of these, so a total of 8. Plus you will get a spool of ribbon and you will get the full pack of the little ice cream sprinkles. So you basically get everything minus the stamps and the punch and the inks. So, again, there is still time left to get the next club. Let me just show you. Where are they? My little seashells. Oh, you know what? I bet you they are in my other room for pictures. So, anyways, it is seashells, and they are very beautiful. I do have some pictures listed on my Facebook page. Also coming up, I am going to be launching a brand new website. It's going to have videos and tutorials and pictures along with a blog. So you'll get to share in my journey of my business and my family and everything else in my life. So stay tuned for that. I should have that done, I'm hoping, within the next couple days. So, with that said, thank you all very much. Thank you all so much for purchasing the kit and participating and being a beloved stamper. All right, well, you all have a great day and enjoy this beautiful weather. God bless.